And so just take 30 seconds. You know, let the fourth official just have a monitor. You know what? Ball went in the net, or calls a handball for Pete, whatever it is. You know, big calls. Let's take 30 seconds and get it right. And I don't think there'd be any cost, or very little cost of a monitor. And you just don't have somebody blow up the big ones.
I was asking one of my buddies is coaching staff for San Francisco now. I asked him why their conference is not put in like replay review, because most major college baseball conferences have replay review now. And he was like, yeah, they're just the league is concerned that like not every broadcast is the same level, and so you're not going to have the same angles for replays as everywhere else. And I was like, well then, tell them tough luck. If you want the angles, then work with your university to get that. But I promise everyone that comes to Birmingham would be acutely aware that you've got the angles and like replay is in effect and going to be used.
Yeah. Well, first of all, so what if you don't see it? We're not going to get it right for 9 out of 10 games.
Right.
Because 1 out of 10 might be wrong.
Right. Yeah.
I think, well, let's still get it. You know, 9 out of 10 is better than none.
Yeah.
And I remember why, but Conference USA 15 years ago, they just sent everybody a certain amount of video equipment. It was just, you have to have this. All of our league broadcasts in all sports are going to be graded.
Yep.
But the league just sends, you know, whatever it was, $10,000 per school to get it right. Now, nobody has an excuse. We can't afford the equipment or whatever.
Yep.
And broadcasts are great. And it helps when you're selling your broadcast rights to whoever. Right. A grasp on sort of all standards, you know? The broadcast notes. There just ought to be a template that the league mandates or something.
Injury reports.
Injury report. I mean, it just isn't hard to be uniform. And, you know, obviously you can't dictate size of stadiums and different things, but you're going to have certain quality of broadcast. I'm sure they do that.
Yep.
Right? You're going to have certain angles. You're going to have a monitor at the table so the referees can check it. You're going to do these 10 things if you're going to be in this league. And it makes everybody look better. And when someone, you know, when the Roots fans watch the broadcast, they're not disappointed going, oh, ours are way better at home. This is, you know, or vice versa.
Right. That's funny. That reminds me of the last time that Neviel Hackshaw was here for the season finale last year with Indy, and he punched and missed Cronulla, but Cronulla fell anyway. And Hackshaw got red carded.
That was him.
Yep.
Yeah. And see, that's something honest that should be video reviewed, because that was terrible.
Yeah.
And he should have been yellow carded.
Yep. Yep. Agreed.
Red cards, penalty kicks, goals. You know, we'll leave the offside stuff alone. It takes too long. It happens too many times. Okay, whatever. But game changers.
We've seen some, and I mean, we've seen some game-changing calls for sure.
Are you going above that?
Yeah, I'm going above that. You can leave that there. Like that red card, obviously. Saturday night in the Magic City, and Birmingham Legion are back at home, ready to get back to winning ways against the team rooted in Oakland, making the trip to the Deep South for the very first time. Our USL Championship coverage starts right now. Hello from Birmingham, Alabama, and the iconic Vulcan statue overlooking the Deep South Magic City. Protective Stadium off in the distance as we get set for our coverage tonight, presented by UAB Medicine. Birmingham Legion FC taking on the Oakland Roots. Welcome into our press box here at Protective Stadium. Glad to have you with us on this Saturday night. Alongside the coach, Mike Eben, I'm Blake Gardner. And Mike, these two teams share something in common. Both saw Miami last time out. Neither got the result they wanted. What's in store tonight?
Yeah, both teams are really interesting. The Roots love to keep possession. They play beautiful soccer. Legion, on the other hand, are very good on the counterattack and have been scoring goals in bunches. Two different styles of play, two different formations. It makes for a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, Birmingham have been scoring goals, as you said, but Oakland still trying to find that goal-scoring touch. So if they want to find the back of the net tonight, it likely starts with the man up top, Dars Formella.
Formella is the guy that the Roots play through. He's a true number 9. You can play into his feet, you can play into his chest, but he also scores goals and he sets up goals.
Formella made his name with Sacramento Republic, scored 4 times last year, his first season with the Roots. He's already on the board for 2 goals and a couple of assists the early part of this campaign. Meanwhile, for Birmingham Legion, who else can you talk about but the man who leads this attack, Enzo Martinez.
Enzo Martinez, USL Championship Player of the Week. He's got 3 goals in his last 2 games. He's the engine that runs this team. He really is the guy that makes it happen.
Last time in this building, 2 goals plus an assist on the eventual game winner. What does he have in store for an encore tonight here at Protective Stadium? Well, we're closing in on kickoff here in Birmingham. Will the Roots find that goal-scoring touch tonight, or will this be the start of a brand-new Birmingham winning streak? It's Birmingham Legion against the Oakland Roots, and it comes your way right after this.
I walked into Chick-fil-A completely outnumbered. My husband was away at military leadership training, and the kids were doing this. Miss Carol brought me water, something to eat, and then before I knew it, she was tying Margot's shoes up and carrying her out to the car.
It always makes me feel good if that helps somebody.
I went in the next day because I just wanted to make sure she knew how much I appreciated her help.
I'm just so glad there was somebody there when she really needed it.
That's gonna go on my refrigerator.
Welcome back to our coverage of the USL Championship tonight here at Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama. Almost time for kickoff, but first, let's get a look at each side's starting 11s. And Mike, let's start first with the visitors from California. The Oakland Roots have made 3 changes, including the first start for Danny Gomez.
Gomez gets the start. The back 3 is a big, powerful back 3. Gomez and Matsoso are going to be the key to this match. Can those two hold the fort with 3 against them in midfield for Legion.
Yeah, speaking of the Birmingham Legion midfield, let's look at their starting 11. Head coach Tom Sohn heavy on the rotation. This is Birmingham's 4th game in 11 days. Mikey Lopez into the starting 11 for the first time this year.
Mikey Lopez, Martinez, and Siadu are a really dynamic midfield for the Legion. And of course, Kasim Alves and Agudelo, you got to think there's some goals in that group.
Sergei Boyko leads our referees tonight, the native of the Ukraine and former FIFA referee. Has worked games in 35 different European countries. Now in his first season in the United States, already has 1 MLS assignment under his belt. This his 2nd USL Championship contest tonight. On one touchline, Noah Delgado leads Oakland Roots, now in his 2nd season as head coach, his first full season. Former Roots assistant and interim coach last year. Took that interim tag away. He is the lead man unquestionably here in his 2nd campaign. There's head coach Tom Sohn on the other touchline, the 56-year-old, now in his 5th season at the helm here at Birmingham Legion FC. What a night for soccer. 79 degrees in the Magic City. Thought there might be a little rain. There is none. Partly cloudy skies as the sun sets. We are just about ready to go. Can't ask for much better than this.
It is indeed a beautiful night. Both teams really eager to get this game underway. Should be just a few moments.
Birmingham Legion all black head to toe. They call it their attack black. Outlined in that molten gold. Oakland Roots go in with their change white kits tonight. Coming to the state of Alabama for the very first time. The 2nd meeting overall for these 2 clubs. Met late last year in Oakland. Birmingham Legion scored first, Oakland scored the second 2. A big reason why the Roots were able to take that last playoff spot in the Western Conference last year. Birmingham Legion trying to return the favor here to Oakland tonight. Meeting here at Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama. 2 wins for the Roots so far this year, 5 for Legion FC. The Roots dropped points at home against Miami last time out. Birmingham Legion went to South Florida, came away empty-handed. So which side picks up the points tonight here at Protective Stadium? It's Birmingham Legion and Oakland Roots, an East versus West showdown on this Saturday night in the Magic City. And we are underway. Oakland in white, Birmingham Legion head to toe in black. Manuel Kavita, the Birmingham captain, caught in possession for a moment. Anderson Siadu to the rescue. Then Puerto Rico on his back. Trying to break through this Oakland press. It did momentarily. All the way back it goes to the feet of Paul Blanchette, one of the best goalkeepers in the USL Championship so far this year. Nobody in the USL has made more saves to this point than Blanchette's 30 through the first 7 contests to this campaign.
He's held up very well, but I bet he wishes he didn't see the ball quite that often.
Roots last time out against Miami, a scoreless draw, somehow, some way. Both sides had a multitude of chances. Nothing rattled the back of the net. He goes to the feet of Tarek Morad. Again, Blanchette gets another early touch as Oakland trying to build down to the back. Birmingham picking up the pressure. Raveno heads back into the corner, a throw for Oakland, and a chance for us to look at our injury report tonight. UAB Medicine Nurses Night here in Birmingham. Only man in the injury report for Oakland is the Academy player Demario McIntosh, who remains out. For Birmingham Legion, everybody available for selection. A clean bill of health. Although not everybody is 90 minutes fit. Tyler Pasher on the bench, Nico Brett on the bench. Both working back from a couple of different injuries, but despite not being totally 90 minutes fit, ready to go, they are available at some point. We expect to see at least one of them, if not both of them. Ryan Tamakas looking long towards the run of Formella. It hits the turf. Kavita heads it only as far as another white shirt. And Matt Van Oak will have to make his first stop as Danny Gomez put it on target. Effort there from Gomez, and talked about Blanchette in one net. Birmingham Legion fans excited to see Matt Van Oekel back in the net for the home team. With an early injury left the game early against Tampa Bay and missed the better part of a month. Trevor Spangenberg filled in admirably, but goalkeeper number 1 back in between the sticks tonight. Matt Van Oekel makes his 4th start of the year, his first start since April 2nd.
A long time out. Goalkeeping is a lot about instinct, but Matt Van Oekel has been the starter every year this club has existed. I'm sure that coaching staff is delighted that he's finally healthy and back on the field.
And Oekel off his line sends this as far away as possible. Agudelo and Enzo Martinez both caught looking like they were in offside positions. Tamakis through the legs of Alves. Pretty touches there for Tamakis. Pass doesn't get to Rito though, intercepted by Moses Mensah. Agudelo holds it up, allows more black shirts to join before being dispossessed. Rito able to win it back.
Agudelo's had a couple of missed touches already. He's usually one of the cleanest players on the field technically. He's got very good feet, very quick feet, but he's stumbled on the ball twice. Or perhaps he's just setting up the defense.
That's what he wants you to think. Wants you to think he's stumbling a bit early here. 4 minutes gone here at Protective Stadium. Morad looking over the top. Formella shielded away from it by the Birmingham captain, Fonwell Kavita, who's working without his normal center back partner tonight. It's Ben Ravenno who starts in central defense for Legion FC. Alex Crognale getting a bit of a breather. Birmingham in the midst of a 4-game and 11-day stretch. This is their 4th and 11, and they've got 2 more coming up. Following Wednesday, an Open Cup showdown with Memphis 901, and then next Saturday on the road against Pittsburgh. So very, very congested schedule here for Legion FC, trying to get guys some rest where they can. Colin Smith. See him dancing, nowhere to go. Against Kevin Wright on that flank. Agudelo in between the lines, gets it back to Anderson Asiadu. Mikey Lopez in midfield tonight for Legion FC as Kasim tries to turn. Taken off it by Barbier. And play is going to be whistled back. A free kick given. And an early yellow card shown to Mikey Lopez. Brought to you by Rubio Law Firm. As Lindo Infecta was dumped behind the play. And that is a very early yellow card caution.
It was definitely a foul as Mikey Lopez went to ground, did not get the ball. But we're going to see a lot of yellow cards if that's what it takes to get a yellow. Clearly playing the ball just a half a second behind Infecta.
So our referee tonight, Sergei Boyko, setting a bit of an early tone. Going to his pocketbook less than 6 minutes in. Infecta couldn't keep that in play. A throw for Birmingham Legion. Ravenno, the man on loan from New England, sliding into central defense tonight. 24-year-old former UCLA Bruin. Martinez couldn't quite get it back to Agudelo. Win it back though. Smith connects with Mikey Lopez. Perhaps things opening up the other side of the park. Lopez goes centrally instead. Alves does find the wide option in Mensah. Here comes Moses Mensah, the fullback into the attack. Still Mensah. His pass cut out. Gomez only got a piece. Alves. Alves trying to get to the byline. Got the cross away. Sent back out that direction by Hackshaw. Lopez in the challenge. Masoso won it instead. Kavita pressing awfully high. Now has to get back organized. Asiadu won that aerial challenge. It's going to be headed into the Oakland bench. Kept in play. Brian Tamakis, the El Salvador international. Relatively free-flowing start here in Birmingham. Both sides feeling each other around 7 minutes in. Mike, let's get a look at our keys to the game tonight. Let's start first with the Oakland Roots. 2 wins so far in their first 7 contests. Have not found much success creating goal-scoring opportunities in open play the last 3 times out. How do they change that tonight?
Well, that's exactly. The Roots are all about possession. Their game starts with keeping the ball and moving it around the field. but they've got to find a way to turn possession to goals. They haven't done that very well all season long. They've got to find a way to create a little bit more, not just holding on to the ball. For the Legion, it's a little bit about a matchup playing against this 3-4-3 formation, and then set pieces. They've scored on set pieces, but they've given up goals on set pieces in the last couple games. They've got to try to find the offensive part of the set piece, but be a little bit cleaner, a little bit better on the defending side of set pieces.
Right into the attack, connects with Formella. So was making the run through. That pass got partially deflected though and falls kindly for Anderson Asiadu. Here comes Mensah. Trying to thread it down the line for Agadello. That's well done. That side by Tamakis. Make sure that pass didn't reach its intended target.
Gabriel Alves, the left wing, is coming way inside and playing as a central midfielder when Legion have the ball, and that leaves a lot of room out wide for Moses Mensah to get forward.
Cedric looking that direction, went to Agadello instead. Excellent first touch from Agadello. Alves has Mensah with him as well. Those two combined, Mensah's serve finds Blanchette.
Tried to bend that ball back around, but hit it too straight. An easy pickup for the goalkeeper.
Alves has primarily been Birmingham's left back this year, but he's shown some goal-scoring touch. Making his 8th start tonight, has already scored 2 in his rookie campaign. The former member of the National Championship team at the Marshall Thundering Herd. Fino splits lines, finds Enzo Martinez waiting, and here comes Martinez with a head of steam and options to his left, trying to thread it through to Agadello. Lopez late arriving, gets clattered. Referee plays the advantage. Here's Smith trying to get it through to Martinez, unsuccessful in that endeavor. Rito trying to touch it around Mensah. Touched it out of play instead. 10 minutes in, Mike, what have you seen so far?
Legion have really stepped up and are putting pressure on the Oakland back line when they have the ball. They're not letting them have that possession that they're used to, and they're forcing some turnovers in front of goal.
Pass was meant for Lopez. Colin Smith will come collect it instead. Martinez couldn't quite get it back to Kasim. Hackshaw went all the way out there to greet him. Somehow Martinez able to bring that under control in the end. Birmingham played Miami on Wednesday in South Florida, another team that plays 3 at the back and struggled early. Miami was in front by 2 less than 16 minutes in as Agadello wins the battle of bodies there. It's passed too far out in front of Mensah. So from that perspective, for Birmingham, so far so good. Still scoreless here 11 minutes in.
They certainly have things figured out a little bit quicker here. Don't forget that the second goal that Legion gave up was an own goal. And so yes, they gave up one very early. The second one wasn't because of formation or something that was being done against them they didn't understand. It was just one of those moments that happens.
Birmingham been a team of streak so far. They were unbeaten their first 4 games this year. Then dropped 2 straight against Phoenix and Loudoun, then won 3 straight at Orange County. The Open Cup against Chattanooga. Here at home against Hartford in comeback fashion. Going in the midweek against Miami, trying to get back on track here at home against Oakland. That falls for Rito. Just possessed by Mensah, who's got his hands full with Eduardo Rito tonight. Mike, that's one subtle change Oakland has made here. Rito was first team all league last year, primarily as a right back. Oakland has started to push him up the field a little bit more.
Playing very high as a right wing. He's a skillful player. He likes to take people on 1v1, and they've been struggling to create goals. And sometimes you just got to say, all right, let's switch things around. Let's put the backs up front and the forwards in the back and see if that maybe creates something.
Yeah, Oakland just 1 goal their last 3 games coming into the night, and that 1 goal was a penalty. So nothing from open play from the Roots here. Their last few times out, Smith bombs forward, intercepting that pass. Kasim connects with Alvis. Agadello, lovely 1-2 between those two. Masoso cuts out the trouble. Good touches there under pressure from Lopez and Ravino. Asiadu has Mensah to his left, pushing forward. Asiadu gets it back. Kasim on his left has that shot blocked. Only as far away as Lopez, who has it go, and Lopez didn't miss the frame by much.
Mikey Lopez has only played a few minutes this season, so the Oakland Roots won't know much about him. But Birmingham fans who've been around for a few years knows that he loves to come forward. He's always looking at goal, left foot, right foot with his head. He's not afraid to take a shot.
Mikey Lopez has been with this team since their inaugural campaign back in 2019. He has scored 6 times. Hampered by an injury he suffered in preseason, but in the starting 11 for the first time this year tonight. His right gits forward. Mfeka connects with Masoso, central part of the park. Martinez trying to take it off. Masoso got it away. Tamakis. Ito leaves it for Morad, who's rocking the captain's armband tonight for Oakland. Right. Challenged hard by Colin Smith. Be a fun matchup to watch on that wing as well. Smith, the 19-year-old on loan from FC Dallas, not even an inch. The 27-year-old on that far side. Mfeka trying to cut through the traffic, still has it. Shoulder to shoulder with Siadu. Wanted a whistle, did not get one. Chest of Agadello allows Birmingham to keep it. He and Alvis combined. Almost a quarter hour gone on UAB Medicine Nurses Night here at Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama. Scoreless so far between Legion FC and the Oakland Roots. So Roots look for a road result. Birmingham looking for 3 points that would get them back to the top of the Eastern Conference table. Lovely find by Lopez. Mensah with a bit of space. Mensah an early serve, just a bit beyond Agadello. Not a bad idea there from Moses Mensah.
That was nearly a perfect ball. Bent it right behind the defense. You're just hoping one of your attacking players can get that inch on their defender. The ball just out of reach, but a really, really good service from Moses Mensah.
Birmingham fans, don't forget to stay up to date on all the latest Legion FC news. Be sure to follow at BHM Legion on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Download the Legion FC app today at BHM Legion on all social media platforms, the Legion FC app, the App Store and Google Play. Your home for all things Birmingham Legion FC. Been a busy stretch here for Birmingham. 5 wins, 3 losses, and a draw so far in USL Championship play. They've advanced to the round of 32 in the USL League Cup and have a huge showdown upcoming in this building coming up on Wednesday against Memphis 901 FC. As if that rivalry isn't fun enough. They meet outside of league play with a spot in the round of 16 on the line in the nation's oldest tournament. First things first, though. 16 minutes in tonight against the Oakland Roots. So Oakland tries to break out of the Birmingham pressure at the back. They've done so this time. Gomez just a bit out front of Formella. Birmingham win it back. Martinez connects with Agadello. Here comes Birmingham. Alvis, edge of the area. Alvis tees up a shot that takes a ricochet wide. It does bring the first Birmingham corner of the night, brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Alves very involved in the attacking part of the game this evening. This ball was struck really well, deflects off the inside of the knee, it looks like, and skitters wide, but very dangerous opportunity.
Kasim to serve this one in. The swinger headed away by Hackshaw. Siadu sprints to keep it in play. Siadu for Mensah. Birmingham still with the big bodies forward. Mensah's serve leaves a little to be desired. Siadu trying to keep it down here. Mensa able to keep possession with Birmingham as everybody regains their shape.
When a team has played as many games in a row as Legion have, you think they're going to look tired, they're going to have heavy legs, they're maybe going to sit back and defend, but they have been on the front foot all night. With the ball, they've been really quick to move it around the field, and without the ball, they've stepped up very high, put this Oakland Roots team under pressure, and forced a lot of turnovers in the attacking half of the game.
Birmingham with 76 passes in Oakland's half so far in the early going. Oakland with just 24, according to Opta. Much of the game happening in Oakland's half right now, and they change that narrative over the next few minutes. Back three of Danny Barbier, Tariq Morad, Neville Hackshaw tonight for the Roots. Hackshaw anchoring in the center, trying to ping that pass over the top for Rito.
Played a lot of balls over the top for Rito. They may have had a scouting report that showed Gabriel Alves at left back, and he doesn't have quite the pace that Rito does. But with Moses Mensa, Mensa's got some real wheels. So far, he's won every foot race.
Mensa rookie as well, the rookie from Campbell. Former Campbell Camel. He's the first player in Campbell soccer history to be a first-team all-conference pick all 4 seasons in his time in Bowie's Creek, North Carolina. Order with his 4th start tonight. Tamaka's getting forward, Alves back to do some defending. Early service across the park, Smith got ahead to it as Wright was arriving. First start of the year for Kevin Wright. His first season here in the United States. Born in England, reps Sierra Leone at the international level. Spent the last few years in Sweden and Greece, now in Oakland. Trying to impress in his first start for the Roots. So at the other side for Danny Barbier. Trying to play the switch again. Tamakis was able to keep his run on side. Alves blocked his service. And a foul is going to go against Juan Agadello. He's locked up there with Hackshaw.
I was thinking to myself, how the heck did he come up with that ball? Somehow Juan Agadello always does, but the referee felt maybe he didn't do it quite fairly this time.
Ball over the top, an easy one to deal with for Matt Van Oekel. Van Oekel will reset things to the back here for Birmingham. This Birmingham side that typically has been one of the best defensive teams in the league. That's been their calling card since coming into the league back in 2019. Van Oekel kept 11 clean sheets a year ago. Those clean sheets have a few bit more in between than Birmingham would like. Early part of 2023, they've won games primarily with goal scoring and less with their solidarity at the back.
They've struggled a little bit to have a consistent back 5. They've had different players at the outside backs quite often. They've had different goalkeepers playing in the games. In the defending side of the game, consistency, knowing each other, reading each other, knowing how to cover for each other is a big part of the game.
Birmingham fans, if you're interested in hosting a birthday party in a suite at Protective Stadium during the Legion FC game this year, email Birmingham Legion at tickets@bhmlegion.com. Tickets@bhmlegion.com for more information on how you and your group can be in a suite in Protective Stadium here in 2023. Martinez able to bring that down and bounces it around. Masoso, as he tripped from behind, referee says no. Play allowed to continue. Tamakis connects with Rito. Rito made the run through, kept it on side. Rito's service blocked away by Kavita, but the Roots have their first corner of the night. Kavita having word with the official behind the play, asking why there was no whistle when Martinez went to ground. So Each side with one corner here. First part of this first half. Fecka wearing that mask over near that flag with Masoso, providing a short option. Fecka's serve, headed away by Lopez. Siadu in a foot race, he's gonna win it. He's by himself for the moment as Birmingham trying to counter the other direction. Now here comes support, as Siadu has Martinez with him. Hackshaw able to shield it away from Martinez. That was excellent body positioning and defending as the Roots were trying to get organized.
Anderson and Siadu did well to just hold the ball. First he had to get to it, then he held it, waited for his teammates to join him, and then got a little excited. He saw Enzo Martinez with some space, just overhit that pass.
Looked like a handball there, but instead of a handball, it's going to be a foul called against Smith. More than halfway through our opening 45 minutes. Scoreless between the Roots and Birmingham Legion. 4 shots to 1. That department favoring the home side. No clear cuts, big scoring chances just yet. Hackshaw. Is able to connect with Gomez. Gomez also making his first start tonight. The rookie played for Project 510 in USL League Two. I know that USL 2 side has turned out some championship players. Gomez, the first Roots player to make that jump from 510 to this club. Getting a chance in midfield tonight. So back to the man anchoring central defense tonight. Abiel Hackshaw. Barbier. Looking long. Raveno got a head to it. Smith got a second head to it. For Formella, who's been pretty quiet so far in this first half. We'll see how much longer that lasts. Raveno took it off him. Adello trying to hold it up, does so. Doesn't quite find the run of Kasim.
Tough ball to hit. He tried to take it off his chest and side volley it between 2 defenders. Just didn't quite catch it cleanly.
Toes pass picked by Anderson to Siadu. Linchpin in defensive midfield for Birmingham Legion. Pairing with Mikey Lopez tonight. Martinez's pass doesn't quite get to Agadello, and Van Okel has a pretty easy catch. Raveno tonight. Central defense for Legion FC. Raveno trying to play the long pass. Brought down, lovely dog by Agadello. Referee wanted to blow his whistle, instead plays the advantage as it fell for Alvis. Mensa. Birmingham able to reset through their center backs, but again forcing Oakland backwards. Smith cuts inside. Martinez, lovely give and go. Smith with the left, right at Blanchette.
That's a pretty good effort from Colin Smith. He's a right-footed player coming inside on his left, hit first time. Didn't quite get it clean, but does get it on target. Forces Blanchette to at least make the save.
Smith scored once this year. That came in Birmingham's first U.S. Open Cup contest against Chattanooga Red Wolves. Tamaka's under pressure. Alvis not letting him out. Tamaka still has work to do. Martinez able to bring it down in the box. So Birmingham's pressure pays off and earns them their second Chick-fil-A corner kick of the night.
Both teams have had their share of possession. Legion have had much more in and around the box in the attacking part of the field. They've created more danger, they've created more corners.
Martinez a driven serve, and it ends up in the side netting.
That was not one of the better corner kick services I've seen. Martinez with a big smile on his face.
Not exactly what the USL Player of the Week was looking for. 32-year-old has been sensational since coming over to Birmingham Legion. First team All-League selection a year ago. Scoring 15 times, setting up 8 other goals. So far, he scored 4 times this year with a couple of assists to his name. Formella brings it down. Gomez, Infeka, Tamakas. Now Oakland can set things up.
To have the ball at the back of their team. They're good in possession at the back and around the perimeter. What they haven't done is found a way to play into their forwards' feet and get into the attack.
Right, couldn't keep that in play. A throw for Birmingham Legion. To your point, passes in the final third right now. Birmingham with 50, Oakland with 25.
That's a big difference. My math skills aren't great, but that's different.
29th minute here, Protective Stadium in Birmingham. But there hasn't been, Mike, there hasn't been a whole lot of open space for either side. It's been a relatively compact game to this point. Agatello trying to change that here with Martinez. Siadu joining the attack as well. Alvis providing the width. Bodies arriving in the box for Birmingham. Alvis a driven serve. With by the roots, only as far as the Siadu though. Smith on the right side. Joining Kassim, who's taken off it by Infeka. Right, find his way around Colin Smith. Birmingham's team leader in tools 1. Showing why right there, even if he comes up a little worse for wear. Siadu able to shield away Apomasoso.
Both players very quick, very skillful. Anderson and Siadu is a fire hydrant, and you're not going to knock him off the ball.
I was waiting to see what word you were going to use to describe him there. I was going to go with tank, but yeah, fire hydrant I can see as well. He's listed at what, 5'5", 5'6". Team leader in tackles. Anderson Asiadu is not someone to be trifled with. Yeah. Half hour gone, quarter hour left in this opening 45. Blake Gardner, Mike Gebben, glad to have you with us here from Protective Stadium today. East versus West, the Birmingham Legion, the Oakland Roots. Here on My 68 in Alabama, ESPN Plus across the country. Glad to have you with us on this Saturday night. So far, nothing to separate these two sides to this point. Agatello trying to bring that down, instead Tamakas did. There's Linda Infeka. Formella. Bill Hackshaw. Oakland turn and find something. Just one attempted shot so far tonight for the Roots. Haven't had that big goal-scoring chance just yet. Can they change that here? Bodies arriving forward for the Roots. Infeka trying to cut it back. Got all the way through. Tamakas. Rito, his serve blocked by Moses Mensah. It's the second Oakland corner of the night coming.
Mensah a little frustrated. He got out early, put pressure on the ball, but it's still deflected over the end line for a corner. 20 yards from the goal, you don't think it's going to go in that direction.
Oakland have drawn up on this corner. First serve got headed away by Mikey Lopez and started a Birmingham counter.
Legion have brought all 11 players into the box to defend this set piece.
Infeka, another left-footed serve. Matt Van Okel, an easy catch this time. He rolls it out for Juan Agatello. Agatello has Martinez and Asiadu with him. Has Anderson Asiadu, who's able to keep that in play. Mitza. Kasim. Getting bodies back behind the ball, trying to get organized. Smith providing Martinez overlap. Nobody in the box for Smith to aim for. Start to build their attack once again. Oakland back compact in their defensive third, organized. Birmingham trying to break them down. Smith racing to the byline around Barbier. Got the service away. Mitza almost rose up to meet it. Morad took a shot. He's still down in the box. And the whistle blows as Smith serves in another. As Morad has yet to get up. And interesting timing on that whistle. Definitely not a head injury for Morad.
Morad down right in front of the goal, but it's not a head injury. Legion players felt that they should have been allowed to play on. There was no immediate danger. Both players challenging for the ball. No foul called on this contact. Perhaps the injury was when he came down to the ground. Players looked like their legs got a little bit tangled up. Legion were in possession in the attacking third, had a man advantage. The referee stopped the play.
And a yellow card has been shown to Birmingham captain Fanuel Kavita now. Birmingham fans not pleased at all with the way this has gone. Birmingham again in possession. Morad down in the box. Referee blew his whistle and now has apparently given a foul and shown a yellow card to Fanuel Kavita, brought to you by Rubio Law Firm. Coach Thompson for Birmingham Legion wants an explanation as well. Certainly an interesting sequence there. Mike, you can see Kavita's point. Birmingham again in possession when the whistle blew, so if it wasn't a foul on the initial contact, you would think Birmingham getting the ball back here, but they're not.
I think Kavita kept saying the words on who, if my lip reading is up to snuff. It does appear that a foul was called good 30 seconds after the contact.
How am I going to get the ball back?
Almost immediately, a whistle goes against the Roots on the ensuing restart. So Birmingham have possession back, working forward once again. Interesting moments there. Asiadu plays it out front of the run of Smith. Can't quite track that down. Fans, the USL on ESPN returns next weekend. Paco Craig leads Miami FC into Kentucky to face Josh Winder and the reigning Eastern Conference winners, Louisville City. Don't miss the start of the new season of the USL on ESPN Saturday, May 13th, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock Central on ESPN2. Plenty of space for Tamakas, working on this side with Rito. So far, Moses Mintz has been up to the task, hounding Eduardo Rito. Less than 9 minutes left in our opening 45. Either side find that killer goal scoring opportunity that has evaded both Oakland and Birmingham to this point. Two teams have combined for just 6 shots, 5 of which belong to Birmingham Legion. Each side with 1 shot on target to this point. Early serve redirects off Alvis. Again, an easy collection for Matt Van Oekel. Just make just the 1 save so far tonight. Smith has that pass intercepted. Lopez got to the ensuing ball. Sent it into the 4th row. Thought he got fouled. Referee said no. Tamakis, poor touch there. Agudelo off and running. Looked like he got shoved a little bit by Morad. Did not get the whistle.
It looked like it because he did. Referee decided it wasn't enough contact.
Only been 4 fouls called in this first half. 3 have been called against Birmingham Legion. 2 yellow cards have been shown as well. Again, both the members of the Legion. Mikey Lopez on a yellow card right now. Fanuel Kavita on a yellow card as well.
It's been a competitive game, but definitely not a nasty game. 4 fouls is not very many. 2 yellow cards on 4 fouls is a little bit surprising, but one of those was for dissent.
Oakland working towards the attacking third. Mveka. His pass cut out by Raveno. Alvis can't clear it away from Formella. His shot is high. And it was partially deflected high. So the third Oakland corner of the night coming. And for Oakland, that's their first shot since Rito registered one on target all the way back in the 2nd minute.
This was a dangerous moment. Alves did well not to get tangled up and give away the penalty. And Moses Mensah doing very well to block the shot and make sure it wasn't on target.
So it'll be Mveka to provide service once more. Mveka, headed away by Agudelo. Sidu off and running again, trying to connect with Martinez. And that's well done by Oakland. Snuff out any Birmingham counter. Oakland with the ball at the back once again. Birmingham, who's ready to experience the magic of the Cup. Legion FC return to Protective Stadium on Wednesday night for the 4th round of the U.S. Open Cup for a rivalry showdown with Memphis 901 FC. Join us right back here at Protective Stadium by getting your tickets now at bhmlegion.com/tickets. Everybody wins on Wednesdays with Birmingham Legion FC. Furthest Birmingham has been in the U.S. Open Cup. On the doorstep of the round of 16. All that stands in their way is their hated rivals. Marcus Ferrito. Oakland starting to knock on the door a little bit more over the last couple of minutes. Final stages of this first half. Kasim runs down the errant pass. Martinez. And we'll keep that around a challenge for Masoso. Here's Asiadu into some open space. Anderson Asiadu pushing forward. Across the park, intercepted. It didn't quite get through to Kasim. Danny Barbier had it read. Smith an early serve. Hackshaw up to the task.
We've seen a lot of early serves from Legion. They really haven't come to much. The only big guy in and around the box is Juan Agudelo. He likes to come and get the ball to feet. I would think that'll be something perhaps the Legion talk about at halftime, trying to find ways to cut those balls back rather than just serve them in. Both Martinez and Agudelo love to combine in and around the top of the 18.
Rizzo on the run. Van Oekel well off his line. Rizzo has his shot redirected aside by Van Oekel, and a collision puts Mensah down behind the play as well.
Moment, 2 players down here. I don't think the replay will go back far enough. It looked just offsides when that ball was played. But out comes Matt Van Oekel, gets the ball, gets a piece of the man, and everybody ends up on the floor.
You can hear Ben Raveno talking to the AR from our field mic down there telling him, man, that was so far off. Couldn't tell based on the replay whether it was or not. See if this angle shows us. Here's where the ball's played. Hard to tell where Rito was, although but later he looks a step or two behind Mensah. Hard to tell where that run started from.
We've got a corner, a little bit of an argument going on in and around the goal area. Napo Mitsoso trying to make a nuisance of himself.
Into the area, got all the way through. And Hackshaw got a piece of it, but could not put it on frame. Some chaos in and around the 6-yard box, but nothing in the end for Oakland.
Mitsoso squirming all around Matt Van Oekel, trying to distract him. Good ball served into the gap. Matt Van Oekel not happy with what was going on in front of him, but either way, Legion clear of the danger.
'44th minute here, Protective Stadium. Been a relatively free-flowing first 45. Can't imagine we'll have much stoppage time, if any. As Kasim is hit from behind, free kick given. Fan Select is the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit www.selectsportamerica.com. The latest Select products, specials, and more. Select is the player's choice. Word from down below is 2 minutes of stoppage time are coming to close this first half, which feels about right.
Just 2 brief stoppages when players were injured. Hasn't been much else.
Gomez back to his center back, Morad. So can try to find a way through this Birmingham side. Tamakis working down the touchline, plays it in the run of Rito. Rito got there, just able to keep it in play. Hounded by Kavita, rushers it out of play. Throw for Oakland. Quickly restarted, Tamakis. Gomez. Just to go back out wide. Tamakis and Gomez connecting. Mfeka. Rito, his shot right into the chest of Kavita, and a penalty is the call. And a yellow card shown to Kavita. That's his second. His night is done. Birmingham can't believe it. On first glance, it looked like it played right off Kavita's chest. The referee thinks otherwise, and a huge decision leaves Birmingham down to 10 men and gives Oakland a chance for the spot.
Before this match, you and I were talking about the future of VAR in this league. This is the type of play where you'd love to be able to go back and see what really happened. Ball played in, bouncing ball shot. Perhaps it hit a hand, but certainly that hand was protecting his stomach and chest. I'm not sure I even see it hit a hand. To give a penalty on that, ball shot straight at him from just a few yards away, and then to eject him for it certainly seems a bit harsh, and the Legion fans not big fans of the referee at this moment.
Based on the views we've seen, can't say that I blame them. A huge decision goes against Birmingham. Vanwall Kavita shown yellow for dissent. A whistle that went against Birmingham early in the first half. A penalty call that did not look great goes against him right before halftime as well. The Birmingham captain is shown red. So Kavita's night is done. Birmingham's down to 10 men. Oakland have a chance to open the scoring right before halftime. Arish Formella already scored twice this year, looking for goal number 3 and to give Oakland an advantage on the road. Penalty brought to you by Stone River, and it's slotted home. Formella scores, Oakland lead. Birmingham Legion head coach Tom Sohn is all the way down the touchline talking to the AR on that side. He's incensed, and he's going to be shown a yellow card. Wow.
Well, as a referee, you don't want to be noticed. That's how you know you've had a good game, is when you're not the center of attention. Right now, our referee is quite a bit the center of attention. Legion players are going to need to keep their composure. They don't like the call. There's reason to question it. But either way, they're a man short and a goal down, and they need to make sure they don't get into a tougher position.
So that brings the first half to a close. Birmingham players still with plenty of words. Sergei Boyko, our official tonight, as the first 45 minutes ends in contentious fashion. A controversial penalty given to Oakland leaves Birmingham down to 10 men and gives Oakland a lead headed to the halftime dressing rooms. Birmingham have work to do and are a frustrated bunch heading into halftime. Coming up at the break, heard from Mikey Lopez to get his thoughts on getting back to full game action here in 2023. Plus, we'll look at first half highlights, stats, and plenty across the USL scoreboard. That's all coming up when we return to Protected Stadium right after this.
Calling all Legion fans, Birmingham Legion and your local Papa John's have teamed up to kick your hunger with these exclusive Papa John's. You win. Get a free large pizza with the purchase of a large pizza at regular menu price the day after a Legion win using code LEGIONWINS at papajohns.com. Hungry for better all season long? Enjoy 25% off your regular menu price order when you use code LEGION at papajohns.com. Don't miss out on these great deals at a participating Papa John's.
We are Altec. Team up with
I'm here with Mikey Lopez from Birmingham Legion. Mikey, great to have you with us
Thanks
today.
for having me.
So it's been a little bit of a tough start to the year for you. Some injuries that have kept you out, but you've been back in the last match, got a few minutes. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel really good. It's just building that game fitness and that game sharpness. But like you said, it was a tough start for me personally, but hopefully I'm on the up and there's no more downside along the season.
When you came onto the field, you could hear a little roar from the crowd. The fans certainly appreciation you being back. That must have felt good.
Yeah, it felt great. It felt great. It felt good to be back on the field and be, I guess, serenaded or cheered by the fans. So I felt really good.
You've been here since the beginning of this club. You've seen its growth on the field, off the field. You've been a part of everything. What have you seen? What are the biggest differences year to year?
Yeah, I think on the field has been a big change from first year, especially from the first year to now. we're a much stronger team, and I think we have a lot of good players, not just in the first 11, but like 1 through 18 as well. So I think we're a really good team on the field, and I think it's a testament to the front office, and we're doing a good job getting all these players here.
When the club began 5 seasons ago, the goal was to get into the playoffs. You've been there every year. Now it's kind of just expected. What are the goals for this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's always go further than what we have been in the past. Last year we were able to accomplish of getting a home playoff game. This year we want to achieve that as well, but we want to win it, and we want to get past the next round and hopefully win, get to the Western Conference Final, because that's the next step that we haven't been to. We made the Western semifinal, or Eastern semifinal. But yeah, it's just getting to the championship games, and it's in conference and the USL title.
And how about for you? Any personal goals?
Yeah, just to keep getting games in and trying to help the team as much as I can. Last year I was unfortunate not to get any goals, so hopefully I can get that. But honestly, I just want to help the team in any capacity that I can, and try and win a trophy for the team and for the city as well.
Over the years, we've seen you play right back, left back, defensive midfield, even played on the wing a couple times. Where do you see yourself this season?
Yeah, hopefully more centrally in the midfield. So, but as you said, I've been pretty versatile, and whatever the coach needs and whatever the team needs, I'm open to playing whatever position the team needs. So, but yeah, hopefully in the midfield.
Okay. Well, I know I speak for all the fans. We're glad to see you back on the field.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama. Protective Stadium, home to Birmingham Legion FC. Find themselves down a goal and down a man to Oakland Roots right now. 1-0 our score. Play Gardner Mike Evan. Glad to have you with us tonight as we look at some scores across the USL Championship this evening. Plenty of action, especially in the Eastern Conference side of things. Of course, some finals Friday as well. Birmingham Legion, former Legionnaire, I guess I should say. J.J. Williams is on the board tonight. Tampa Bay Rowdies in front of Phoenix 2-0 at the break. Also, Memphis got an early goal from Laurent Kissiadou, trying to make that stand up as well. But Mike, you and I were talking about Loudoun United before the game. They scored just 6 minutes in tonight. They've been a fun team to watch so far.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of a change from last year. They've been a much better attacking team, and certainly out front of Indy 11, who seems to be a little bit on the slide this season. Charleston Battery, of course, won on Friday night. That leapfrogs Birmingham, and Charleston moves into first place in the Eastern Conference.
Meanwhile, Detroit trying to get out of the bottom. They're tied 1-1 with FC Tulsa after Adario Suarez PK up in Michigan. Well, you said it. Charleston Battery at the top of the Eastern Conference right now. Birmingham could move ahead of them with a 3-point performance tonight, although that is going to be awfully difficult now. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, for the Oakland Roots, 2 wins in their first 7 contests. They're trying to work through a very crowded Western Conference side of things at the moment.
The Western Conference is really compact at the top half. You've got some guys at the bottom that are struggling to score goals, and the Roots are there with them. But you know that they're capable, and tonight certainly they've got the 1-goal advantage.
Just like last year, Oakland right on the playoff line. Sacramento Republic, though, certainly the team to beat out west. They have not lost through their first 8 contests so far this year. San Diego Loyal, a quality side as well. They are on the road taking on Orange County. Coming up later tonight on ESPN+. We talked about Enzo Martinez off the top. He is the USL's reigning player of the week and the only player in league history to reach 60 goals and 40 assists in the regular season. Just says so much about what he's been able to produce in his career.
I've never heard of that in any league. 60 goals, 40 assists. It's really remarkable. He's a fun player to watch for sure.
Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, they bring a key piece back. Danny Griffin goes back into central defense or defensive midfield for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. They've done that over the past couple of seasons. They bring Griffin back. They brought Robbie Mertz back as well. It seems like Pittsburgh has been able to thrive on that continuity.
Well, they know which players they like. Sometimes, for whatever reason, they've had to let people go. But when it comes to crunch time, they seem to bring some key players back, guys who know their system, know what they want to do, and it makes an impact for them.
11 points through the first 9 contests for the Hounds so far here in 2023. 45 minutes down here between Birmingham and Oakland. Of course, the main focal point, the second yellow card shown to Fonwell Kavita for that handball in the box that gave Oakland a PK. Outside of that, Mike, there hadn't been a whole lot that separated between the two sides.
Possession was even for most of the half. Legion a little more dangerous in the attack. Oakland played more balls over the top, trying to stretch the Legion defense. But right now, the result really is referee 1, Legion 0.
A huge call that went against Fonwell Kavita. Picked up a yellow card for dissent early in the first half, and then with his hands tucked in, a ball that ricocheted off his midsection was a penalty given to Oakland as well. Darius Formella did not waste the opportunity. Picked up his 3rd goal of the year, and that is the difference between the two sides so far through 45 minutes. Birmingham have their work cut out for them here at home. Down by a goal, down a man. Their captain sent off. What does the second 45 minutes have in store? We'll find out when we return to Protective Stadium right after this.
Our job is to keep your lights on. That's what you expect and deserve from Alabama Power. Our team works hard to prevent outages, but when they happen, we're on it. And we have some new tools to keep you informed. Visit Alabama Power's new outage map to see local outages and get repair time updates. Sign up to get personalized outage alerts by text or email for free. While we're out there getting your lights back on, we want you to have the latest information. That's our job, and we're grateful you trust us to serve you.
There's a beat in all of us. It drives us, it inspires us, and it pushes us through. It is there in preparation, it is there in battle, it is there in defeat, and success. It's the engine, it's our guide. And this beat is my own. This beat is how I live. And this is how I hydrate. Body Armor Sport Water, hydration for athletes.
after a whistle win against Birmingham early. That turned out to be big when he was shown a yellow card for a suspected handball in the penalty area. So we'll see how that changes the flavor of this second half. Birmingham trailing by a goal and down to 10 men as well, as we get ready for the second 45 minutes.
Birmingham Legion have made a change at the half. They've taken Mikey Lopez off. That's a defensive midfielder coming off the field. And they've brought on number 15, Tyler Pasher. That's very much an attacking player. I think we're going to see a back three for Legion, and they're just going to go for it. They'll play a back three instead of a back four. They've also brought on Alex Cronali, and they took off their left back, Moses Mensah. So it'll be a back three. It'll be 3 in midfield and 3 up top. The world famous 3-3-3.
Second half starts now. Birmingham Legion in black, Oakland in white. 45 minutes to play. Birmingham chasing an equalizer, working with one less body than Oakland is here in this second half. Alex Cronali on, Tyler Pasher on.
Gotta be honest with you, I like this move a lot. You've played a lot of games, you're tired. The right, normal, consistent call for a coach is be conservative, sit back and defend, absorb pressure, hope to keep it at 1-0 until the last 10 or 15 minutes, and then you take the risk and go for it. And Legion have said, the heck with that, let's go get this game. We're the better side. Let's bring on some attacking players, and let's just get after it right away.
Obviously, Tyler Pasher, one of those big attacking talents. He's already scored twice this year. Plus, he's got an assist. He's one of those guys working his way back to full match fitness after taking a bit of a knock at Hartford early part of the year. Played the final 29 minutes at Miami on Wednesday. He's on for the final 45 tonight here in Birmingham. Over the top, Pasher made that run. Second ball belongs to Kassim. Kassim around one man, clattered down by Wright. Free kick given as Kassim is down. And a yellow card is going to be shown to Kevin Wright. It's brought to you by Rubio Law Firm. So Kassim still down. He took quite the challenge there from Wright, who thought he got quite a bit of the ball.
Bit of a silly foul. Yes, you want to go in hard, you want to win tackles, but what you don't want to do is give up something that perhaps puts your team in trouble, giving up set piece in and around the attacking third. You also don't need to fire up the Legion side anymore. You know the emotions are on their side. Alex Cronali is into the match. Someone who has been a threat on attacking pieces. He's scored goals throughout his career on corners and free kicks. And I'm sure he'll be the main target here.
Free kick brought to you by Birmingham Freightliner. Tyler Pasher, a driven serve. Martinez! Birmingham down a man, but down a goal no longer. An early second half answer levels the match.
Great service, great header, but let's give credit to Coach Tommy Sohn. He rolled the dice. He said, I like our odds. We're not going to sit back. We're not going to be conservative. We're going to come out and get after it. And it's paid off really quickly for this Birmingham Legion side.
Less than 4 minutes is all it takes for Pasher to pick out the reigning player of the week, Enzo Martinez, who scores again. 5 goals now for Martinez. And now this very much becomes an affair with 40 minutes plus to go. Well, he sends it deep. Agatello on the run. And he's going to be called for the foul with that tug on the jersey of Mora. Goal brought to you by AT&T belongs to Enzo Martinez, officially Tyler Passer's 2nd assist of the year. What a response for Birmingham Legion after all the frustration at the end of the first half. Their captain sent off on a handball and a penalty that was questionable. They come out for the second half seeking an answer and find one in very short order. Now they've got some defending to do. Down a man again for a long stretch tonight. Formella almost got on the end of that service. Turn from Tyler Pasher. His legs arguably the freshest of anybody in this Birmingham attack, but here comes Prosper Kasim. It's 4-on-5 if Kasim hurries. Out wide to Alvis.
Pushed him just a little wider than he meant to, but Legion's still in possession in the attacking third.
Pasher cuts it inside. Martinez trying to get it back to him. Pasher redirects it out wide. Smith searching for options. Shots for a handball go unanswered. Siadu reconnects with Ben Raveno in central defense as Birmingham reset things. Birmingham with plenty of early possession in the Roots half, despite being down a man to start this second half. Kasim cuts it back to his left. He and Martinez not quite on the same page. Kasim will let it go. It takes a wicked redirection off of Hackshaw. And over the frame for a Chick-fil-A corner kick as Hackshaw is down. And Hackshaw remains in some pain.
That ball was well struck. Let Prosper Kasim come inside on that left foot. He only has one thought in his mind: can I find a way to hit this shot?
Jerry! He just needs to watch Dancing Turtle.
Third Chick-fil-A corner kick of the night here for Birmingham Legion FC. Asher just provided excellent service on a set piece. Tie the game, trying to do the same here on this corner. Out-swinging ball, Blanchette with a right fist punches it away. Rito tried to leave it for Formella to start the counter. Instead, Tamakis is taken off it from behind by Martinez. At the very least, that slowed things up for a moment, but here come the Roots. Formella playing an early ball. An inquisitive one that's brought down by Barbier, but his touch let him down.
Barbier looking a little bit like a defender on that one. Ball just bouncing off him and rolling out of bounds.
Throw coming here for the Roots, who made no changes at the break. Birmingham made 2, as we mentioned. Those 2 substitutions brought to you by Papa John's. Birmingham fans, use code LEGION for 25% off your regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Lopez and Mensah off. Pasher and Crognali in. Pasher's already made what was almost an instant impact. Fecka went down. Referee not biting on that.
First half, nearly every call went against the Legion. Things have a way of balancing out. Referees sometimes adjust the way they're calling a game after they've had time in the locker room to think about things.
Here comes Rito. So out to the left side for Kevin Wright. Right. Middle part of the park, still right, still right. Denied by Ravino as he tried to work back towards that preferred left foot. Alva sends it towards Juan Agazello. Barbier, center back working into the attacking half. Formella's got the goal for Oakland. Came from the spots at the end of the first half. Roots have options here. Tamakis out wide, Rito, dangerous, cuts it back and it just skitters wide after deflecting off a Legion player. 5th corner of the night coming for Oakland.
I think that went off the back of the heel of Alex Crinali. He, of course, had an own goal last week. He'll be pleased that this one skittered wide.
Vecca over by the flag, prepping another Oakland corner here. Scott Masoso is a short option. Plays it in the box. Hackshaw got a head to it, but not close to the frame.
Legion, after scoring that goal, have brought Gabriel Alves back to the left back. So it's now 4 in the back, 3 in midfield, and 2 up top. If you want to call Enzo Martinez a forward, he's kind of in midfield, kind of up front. He's got that free roll that he usually has to just run wherever he wants to go.
Martinez putting Hackshaw under duress, who's forced back to his goalkeeper, Blanchette. Fans, don't miss a minute of the action in 2023, whether your club's on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of the USL Championship action on ESPN Plus. USL, MLS, La Liga, Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. 1-1 our score as that pass only finds the foot of Oakland head coach Noah Delgado.
Attacking third, Oakland has missed a lot of passes.
Vecca takes it away from Pasher, and Vecca making the run in behind. Can he get to the byline? Not quite. Oakland, after getting blitzed there for the first 5 minutes of the second half, have started to find their foot more on the ball over the last 5 or 6.
Legion have gotten a little more conservative in their formation and their approach. They got the goal they wanted. They're going to make sure not to give away the point that they've earned.
Asiadu gets it to Kasim, who's closed down quickly by Tamakis. Kasim able to turn, trying to skip through traffic, got it to Martinez. That's well done by Kasim. Tamakis goes down holding his leg after he got caught up with Martinez. Both men come up holding a leg. Martinez his right, Tamakis favoring his right as well.
Martinez seems to be holding his shin. I think Tamakis, it's more the ankle. Both men went in hard on the tackle. It was a 50-50 ball. Both got some of the ball. But Tamakis seems to have gotten a little bit the worst of it.
Tamakis, the El Salvador international. Over 50 caps for El Salvador. In fact, started against the United States in CONCACAF Nations League back in March. Game the United States won 1-0 thanks to a goal from Ricardo Pepi. Guy that's not afraid to get in on a challenge. He's the team leader in fouls committed. After a bit of medical attention, looks like he's going to be all right, although he is strongly favoring that right leg. Martinez up and moving around as well. Oakland has called a couple of subs back to the bench. They have not made any changes yet, but doesn't look like that's going to remain the case for long.
Roots were caught off guard. Most likely expecting Legion to sit in and defend. Instead, they brought on attacking players, and they've really got a very dangerous front four. You've got Prosper Kasim, Juan Agadello, Enzo Martinez, Tyler Pasher, four of the best attacking players in the entire league.
Rito into the attacking third once again, trying to get around Alvis. Who got the last touch on that? Referee says Rito did. So a goal kick for Birmingham. Meanwhile, Oakland have called back to their bench Emra Clementa. Defender looks like he may be coming on here shortly. So Oakland prep at least one, if not two changes in the next couple of minutes. Pings that out wide. Alvis does well to create some space for himself, but it's quickly closed down by Masoso. And Oakland can attack in behind the space. Alvis vacated. Rito. Early service, top of the box. Crinali dealt with it rather easily.
Didn't just win the ball, but headed it to his teammate to keep possession. Very well done from Alex Crinali.
Sidu did well there to shield it away from Nebil Hackshaw. Martinez making the run in behind, but the flag is going to go up. Good work by Morad, who immediately stopped his run to trap Martinez in an offside position. Looks like Trayvon Reed also has been called back for Oakland. He might be the second change they make here momentarily.
I doubt we're going to see a change in shape. I think it's just going to be trying to bring on some energy.
Coming here for Oakland after Birmingham thought it was theirs. Birmingham fans, to stay up to date on all the latest Legion FC news, be sure to follow @BHM Legion on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and download the Legion FC app today. It's @BHM Legion. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Legion FC app and Google Play in the App Store. Your home for all things Birmingham Legion FC. Some Birmingham fans on the old Bird app that were not pleased with that penalty at the end of the first half, I'll tell you that. Right, a serve. Raveno heads it away as far as Pasher. And Siadu provides a clearance as far as Masoso. And it is going to be a double change for Oakland, by the way, at the next stoppage. Now more than an hour in tonight here at Protective Stadium. Rito on the turn. Tries to thread it down the line. Alvis, did he hold back the man? He did. Another penalty given to the Roots. Alvis is going to be shown a yellow card. And Oakland's going to have a chance to take their second lead of the night from the penalty spot.
This one, I think, was a little clip of the heels, just a little bit of contact, leg to leg. I don't think it was a jersey pull. He tried to jump over him, maybe a little bit on the shoulder, but he ran 3 or 4 steps and then sat down. Referee buying everything he was selling. It is a contact sport. There was contact. It is a judgment call, but the fans definitely not agreeing with this referee's judgment.
2 penalties have been given to the Roots tonight here in Birmingham. Penalty kick brought to you by Stone River. Darish Formella with a chance to give Oakland their second lead of the night from the spots.
Went to his left last time. Van Oakland almost saved it.
Formella to the right. Van Oakland with a save. Mfeka's rebound to slot it home. So Formella is saved initially. Mfeka follows it up to make it 2-1 Roots.
Technically, that's the first goal from the run of play in the last 4 games for Oakland Roots.
The second goal of the year for Mfeka. We'll We'll see. Was Mfeka in the box early? That seemed to be the contention of the Birmingham players down below. Hard to tell from that angle whether Mfeka got a head start. But he slots it home on the rebound. Oakland in front once again, and they will make changes now. Trayvon Reed is coming on for Kevin Wright. And Emra Clemenza is coming on as well. Looks like he'll replace Danny Gomez.
Two penalties, 4 yellow cards and a red card. Legion players are going to need to find some composure. Not going to change the calls now. Feka quick off the line, beats everybody to the loose ball. Very close to whether he was in the box early or not.
So 65th minute, Birmingham chasing an equalizing goal again. Enzo Martinez cuts it into the box. Martinez, Agadello. Did he stay on side? Assistant referee says yes for now. And now does throw the offside flag up. Looked like the referees were conversing on whether Agadello was caught offside or not. And after some talking, they did confer. Been a tough night for our officiating crew here at Protective Stadium.
That one was a pretty easy call. He was off by 5 yards. I don't know what the hesitation was or the confusion.
Chetz restarts the action and sends it over the touchline. Birmingham fans looking to grab some of this Legion FC season's merchandise to wear in the next home game. Check out all the new gear now at bhmlegion.shop. Formella, Trayvon Reed, his first touch is since coming on. Reed into the box, sent away by Ravenno. Only as far as Tamakis. And the flag is going to go up this time against Lindo Mfeka. Mfeka kicked it away from the Legion as they tried to restart. He's going to be shown a yellow card for time wasting. And also brought to you by Rubio Law Firm. Van Oekel tried to restart things before the referee was done writing down the offense. So now he can restart. Smith dispossessed. Cronali coming over to help him out, but his pass only finds another white shirt. Barbier. It's touched by Enzo Martinez. Throw here for the Roots. Formella called for the foul there, trying to hold off Alex Cronali. So Birmingham quickly restart things. Tyler Pasher pushes forward, trying to thread it through for one. Agadello in a foot race with Hackshaw. Hackshaw goes down, referee doesn't buy it. Agadello into the area, looking for Kasim. Kasim just wide. Martinez collides in and around the box with Clemenza, and the flag is going to go up against Martinez, who influenced the play from an offside position.
Enzo Martinez makes it a habit to argue with referees. This one, he's clearly offsides, comes in and bumps the player. I'm not sure what he really has to argue other than just maybe letting out some of his frustrations.
And Chet taking his time before getting things restarted here. 68 minutes deep tonight.
That's the fun part of being a referee. When you get it wrong, everybody yells at you. When you get it right, everybody yells at you.
Controversial night for our men in green. That call was certainly spot on. Morat connects with Mfeka. Formella trying to bring it down in a crowd. Cronali clears it away. Fecka brings it down again. Formella from distance. Van Oekel saw it. Makes another stop.
I don't remember any other true saves that Matt Van Oekel has had to make in this second half. He did save a penalty, but from the run of play, I believe that's the first shot on target for the Oakland Roots.
In the second half, certainly. The run of play, Oakland's only other shot on target came from Eduardo Rito. I believe all the way back in the second minute. Dello connects with Anderson Asiadu. Asiadu trying to press forward. He got his legs clipped from behind. Now here comes Oakland. They have numbers, 4-on-3. As Formella leads the charge. Reed, Trayvon Reed to the byline, couldn't keep it in play. And Birmingham are ready to make another change. Their third of the night. Juan Agudelo had been up all by himself. He's going to make way for Nico Brett, or at least he was about to, before Birmingham quickly restarted play. So that's the change that's coming.
It's like for like in terms of position. Juan Agudelo playing as a true central striker. That's where Nico Brett will slot in. But the difference is Nico Brett's going to come in with fresh legs.
Rito denied, the rebound in. Trayvon Reed scores, and Oakland have a 2-goal advantage here in the 71st minute.
Legion getting a little stretched. We were just saying that this substitution, Nico Brett, comes with fresh legs and a little more pace than Juan Agudelo, perhaps a little more of an individual threat over the top. But it's going to get a little tougher now. Ball played out wide. Matt Van Oekel makes the save, but just not enough defenders in the area as the ball bounces right in front of goal. Well taken. Side volley makes it 3-1.
Jamaican Trayvon Reed scores his first goal as a member of the Oakland Roots. 23-year-old is on the board. Make it 3-1 Oakland, their first goal that did not originate from the penalty spots. Juan Agudelo officially off. Nico Brett on substitution, brought to you by Papa John's. Use code LEGION for 25% off your regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Brought to you by AT&T, and Oakland has scored 3 here tonight in Birmingham for a team that had not scored over their last 3 games. So the task even tougher now. Birmingham down a man and down a pair. Getting such a quick goal to start this second half. They need not 1 but 2 with a little more than 17 minutes left. Barbier up to head that away from Smith. The foul is going to go against Anderson Asiadu. Looks like the goal scorer, Trayvon Reed, that's down. Looked like there was a ton of contact in that challenge, but Reed a bit slow to get up. Brett helps him up.
No argument about the foul. Anderson Asiadu all over him from behind. Just stays down a little bit longer to milk the clock a little bit. Now, can't quite tell who that is on the opposite side that's down.
Brian Tamakis being helped to his feet, and it's Tamakis who's going to make way here. Oakland have a change ready. It's Memo Diaz, former UNLV running Rebel, now in his 3rd season with the Roots. Diaz has been the starter over there. 7 starts for the Roots so far this year, coming off the bench tonight. So Diaz on, Tamakas off. Again, substitution brought to you by Papa John's. Use code LEGION for 25% off your regular mini price online order at papajohns.com. Giveaway at the back here for the Roots. Nico Brett onto it. His first real touches since coming on. Oakland's defense trying to get organized as Birmingham push bodies forward. Colin Smith running at Barbier to the byline. Smith got the service away. Fecka tried to clear it, whiffed a little bit. Here's Asiadu. Back out wide to Smith. Smith another serve, dealt with by Barbier. Fecka trying to clear it away from trouble and does so. He lets that go over the line for a Birmingham throw. Quarter hour to play tonight here in Birmingham, Alabama. If you're just now joining us, you have missed quite a bit tonight. Faithful have not been pleased with the way this game has unfolded. Tyler Pasher touches his way around Barbier. Reed hot on his heels. Pasher wins Birmingham a throw, quickly gets it back into Smith. Pasher, driven serve towards Brett, is headed away by Hackshaw. Brett leaves it for Kasim. Enzo Martinez, taken off it by Masasso, at least for a moment. Martinez and Pasher not quite on the same page. Crognale. Like he was undercut by Formella. That is indeed the whistle.
Awkward fall for Alex Crognale. He was in the air, in a little bit of a twisted position when he got undercut and came down.
Matt Van Oekel is going to be shown a yellow card as Crognale gets to his feet. So the Birmingham players wanted a card on Formella for that challenge on their center back, and instead another Birmingham Legion player is booked. Brought to you by Rubio Law Firm. And for Birmingham, it's just been that kind of night.
It has been, and they've got to be careful. There's still 15 minutes left. It's going to be a challenge to get the 2 goals just to get a point out of this, but you certainly don't want to lose anybody else for the next game off of second yellow, getting cards for dissent that whether they hurt you in this game, maybe they hurt you in future games.
Pasher got the ball over the top for Martinez. Oakland deals with the trouble. Masoso starts the break out the other side. Van Oekel way off his line to help out his defense. Have another change ready. Jake Roof is waiting to check in. Looks like Colin Smith, the right back, who has covered quite a bit of ground tonight on that flank, is coming out at the next stoppage. Bretts connects to Martinez, out wide Alvis. Martinez continued running. At least wins Legion FC a throw over there. Before that throw, Roof will be announced. The Alabama native, Jake Roof, played 61 minutes on Wednesday against Miami. Colin Smith played all 90. So Smith coming off. Roof coming on. Substitution brought to you by Papa John's. Don't forget to use code LEGION for 25% off your regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Martinez wins Birmingham a corner brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Mike, when you're down a man and have some tired legs, these represent arguably the best scoring opportunities here for Legion FC.
The first goal came off a set piece. See if Legion can manufacture another one.
Pasher delivers just over the top of Roof. It falls kindly for Asiadu, who couldn't quite keep it down. Did it take a deflection? Yes, it did. Another Chick-fil-A corner kick coming, the 5th for Legion FC. Pasher plays it short this time to Brett, and Brett and Pasher don't quite connect.
Nico Brett needs minutes. He hasn't had a lot of touches this season. Tries to just play this back and mishits it, puts it out of bounds. But every minute he can get under his belt, it's another minute of confidence he builds and another minute of fitness that he builds.
Nico Brett working his way back from a hamstring injury, played just 9 minutes against Miami, on for a little bit more tonight. Barbier holds it up for Mfeka. Oakland can enjoy a little bit of possession here as clock ticks down, working in their favor. Roots closing in on what would be their 3rd win, early part of this campaign. Down the line for Reed, Alex Crognale sends it into the crowd. Birmingham fans, the magic of the Cup returns to Protective Stadium on Wednesday night. The 4th round of the U.S. Open Cup. A rivalry showdown with Memphis 901 FC awaits. Join us here at Protective Stadium. Get your tickets now at bhmlegion.com/tickets. Birmingham Legion, Memphis 901 FC. For a right to move on to the round of 16 in the U.S. Open Cup. Everybody wins on Wednesday with Birmingham Legion FC. Here for Birmingham, right in front of the Oakland bench, and Oakland has called back at least another substitute, perhaps 2. They'll make here in the next few minutes. So we reach the final stages of this contest tonight. Martinez, first time, connects with Pasher. To the run of Martinez. Nico Brett joining as well. Brett on the turn. Back to Roof. Martinez. Roof continued running. Roof served. Took a deflection. Falls for Martinez. Martinez to Brett, whose shot's blocked. Kasim. Kasim's shot is just wide.
Enzo Martinez needs to be careful. He felt he was pulled back and it should have been a penalty. He's earned a yellow. Don't know if we'll get another look at that. Ball was played into his feet in the box. As he turned, he was trying to strike the ball. That was the shot afterwards, deflecting just past the post.
Corner kick brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Pasher, a driven serve. Formella dealt with it rather easily. Rito trying to run it down, keep it in play. He did not.
There's Enzo Martinez, beats his man, goes to ground. Going to have to say a little soft, looking for the call. The referee properly lets the play go on.
So 7 yellow cards now have been shown to Birmingham players or staff tonight. 2 to Fonwell Kavita, the second one, the game changer near the end of the first half that sent Birmingham down to 10 men. Gave Roots an opportunity for the spot, which they cashed in to take an early lead. Mikey Lopez, Kavita's 2, plus head coach Tom Stone's been shown yellow, plus Gabriel Alves for a penalty that he surrendered in the second half, plus goalkeeper Matt Van Oekel, now Enzo Martinez. Eduardo Rito has also been booked for time wasting. That's brought to you by Rubio Law Firm as well, on the Oakland side of things. Pasher attracting plenty of attention, cuts it on his left, got the shot away. Not a bad effort, but it doesn't trouble Paul Blanchett.
Oakland Roots allowing him to come inside on that left foot. Perhaps they've not seen him play in the past 5 years. He's got one of the most lethal left feet in all of professional soccer.
84th minute here. Oakland prepping a couple more changes at the next stoppage, enjoying possession right now. Birmingham has been down a man since the very end of the first half, playing their 4th game in 11 days, as if their legs weren't tired enough already. Reed into the area. Couldn't find his way around Alex Cronali. Meanwhile, for Oakland, already knocked out of the U.S. Open Cup. This is their 2nd game over their last 8. Make a couple of changes now. Morpales is coming on. So is Johnny Rodriguez. Rodriguez for Mella. Officially. Peles on for Mfeka. So attackers off, attackers on for Oakland.
This is largely tired legs off, fresh legs on. Oakland Roots trying to just make sure they've got the energy to finish this one off. They don't need more goals, but they need to be careful not to give up any more goals.
Siadu fouled from behind, right into the game. Peles down holding his face. He was the man called for the foul. Birmingham wanted to play, referee not allowing them to.
Anytime a player's holding his head, the referee's going to stop the play. Whether it's a severe injury or not, you're going to be careful and make sure that the player is all right.
That deserves a red.
Siadu's falling. Maybe the left hand catches the Colombian. Didn't look like there was a whole lot there. Venno looking long. Roof making the run forward. Can Roof track it down? Not quite.
Jake Roof showing a little bit of pace.
Looks like another yellow card might be coming out here. This is going to be shown to Memo Diaz for time wasting. So he kicked that ball all the way back to the midway line. So yellow card brought to you by Rubio Law Firm, who are certainly getting their money's worth tonight.
This is probably technically the right call, but at this stage of the game, you just start to make a little bit of a farce out of it. Could just bring it back, add 30 seconds of time on, and we don't need to give more yellow cards that are essentially meaningless. Maybe hurt one of these teams farther down the road in some other game when a player has a suspension for accumulation.
Barbier to the central part of the park. Kasim almost had it red. Instead, it falls kindly for Rodriguez, who takes a shot, and it redirects in. Johnny Rodriguez into the game and into the score sheet as well. That the icing on the cake tonight for Oakland.
Fans are headed to the gates a couple minutes early here. Frustrated group for sure. Good strike from distance goes off of Ben Raveno. He's had an excellent night tonight. Really played well. Unfortunate that this one simply deflects off the side of his leg past Matt Van Oekel.
Goal brought to you by AT&T, the third scored by Johnny Rodriguez this year, and Oakland certainly happy to have him back in the mix after he missed the last couple of contests. Comes on late here tonight and finds the 4th Oakland goal. And surely that locks up all 3 points here on the road for the Roots.
When it's going your way, it goes your way. 2 penalties, a red card, goal off of a saved penalty, a goal off of a deflection.
Rizzo looks like he's cramping as Birmingham will use the stoppage to make one final change. Anderson Asidu coming off. Matthew Corcoran coming on. Substitution brought to you by Papa John's. Use code LEGION for 25% off your regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. 17-year-old Corcoran in 72 minutes on Wednesday against Miami, on for the final few moments here tonight. So it looks like he's still cramping across the way. Definitely a warm night in Birmingham, but not as warm as it could have been. 78 degrees around kickoff.
I think it tells you a little bit about how hard Legion have pushed this Oakland Roots side, even a man down. They've had to run all over the field. They've had to put in the miles. They've had to transition quickly. They've been beat in transition a few times.
Sure sends that over the touchline, hounding Trayvon Reed. 4 minutes of stoppage time confirmed down below, brought to you by UAB Medicine. UAB Medicine Nurses Night here in Birmingham, honoring many of the healthcare workers here in the Magic City. Fortunately for the home fans, it's been a frustrating night here at Protective Stadium. Game-changing call right before the end of the first half. Fonwell Kavita, with his arms tucked in, took a shot off the midsection that apparently caught one of his arms, even while tucked in. Referee gave the penalty and assessed Kavita a yellow card, his second, after he had been given one earlier for dissent. Birmingham, after that sequence, down a goal, down a man, fought back to start the second half. Brought on Tyler Pasher. Found a goal on a set piece less than 4 minutes into the second half to tie the game at 1. Then surrendered a second penalty as Nico Brett was brought down there by Hackshaw.
What?
Initial penalty effort was saved. The rebound slotted home to give Oakland a 2-1 lead, and that proved to be too big a hill to climb for Birmingham tonight, who have surrendered a third and a fourth. And have put this one out of reach here in stoppage time. Although Birmingham sending everybody forward with this free kick, brought to you by Birmingham Freightliner.
Why'd they take it? Why'd they take it?
Asher, a big ball over the top. Blanchette can make an easy catch. Couple of saves tonight for Paul Blanchette, who entered the night the league leader in that category. That ball threaded through, the flag stays down. Could it be another? It's wide. Helez had a pretty good look, but Oakland denied a fifth.
Matt Van Oekel did well coming out, made himself big, cut down most of the angle. Oakland Roots are going to go home with all the points tonight. Legion are going to feel like they played well enough throughout this match to get at least something out of it. Roots are going to feel like they finally got some goals on the board. They scored from the run of play.
It'll be the third win for Oakland this year, their second in as many tries against Birmingham Legion FC after Oakland took all 3 points. These two teams met late last year in California. Birmingham will turn around and turn their eyes to the round of 32, the U.S. Open Cup, coming up on Wednesday against their rivals, Memphis 901 FC. Fonwell Kavita will be available for that contest.
He'll be a a little bit rested because he only got 45 minutes today. Alex Cronali only played 45 minutes today. Memphis is going to need to be at their best because this Birmingham Legion side has played very well. A man down, they've carried the attack much of the second half. They're going to be a little bit like a wounded lion. There's going to be a lot of emotion come out of them on Wednesday.
Oakland pick up all 3 points tonight at Protective Stadium. They win 4-1 on this Saturday night. Roots pick up their 3rd win of the year as Birmingham Legion drop this contest here at home and are going to leave awfully frustrated with the way things transpired.
Referees normally stand at midfield and shake hands with all the players afterwards. They have headed straight to security and out the corner gate. Not waiting around to let anything happen. It's actually a good move.
Tom Stone is going to go run them down in the corner. Oakland 4, Birmingham Legion 1 tonight here at Protective Stadium. We'll take a timeout, wrap up our coverage here in Birmingham, Alabama, when we return right after this.
I walked into Chick-fil-A completely outnumbered. My husband was away at military leadership training, and the kids were doing this. Miss Carol brought me water, something to eat, and then before I knew it, she was tying Margot's shoes up and carrying her out to the car.
It always makes me feel good if that helps somebody.
I went in the next day because I just wanted to make sure she knew how much I appreciated her help.
I'm just so glad there was somebody there when she really needed it.
That's gonna go on my refrigerator.
And those that see the perfect wave.
Back here, Protective Stadium, Birmingham, Alabama. Oakland 4, Birmingham 1 tonight. Your final score. Blake Gardner, Mike Gedman. Your crew here tonight in the Magic City as we look at our final stats from a, I don't know, how would you call that? An entertaining, controversial, interesting 90 minutes here in Birmingham tonight. The Oakland Roots winners by 3.
Different, unique. Those are some of the words that come to my mind. Not what we expected, not what I think the Birmingham Legion deserved, but sometimes that's sports, and that is what makes it interesting. You never quite know what's going to happen.
Oakland, their first trip to the Deep South, they come away with 3 points, certainly encouraging from them. Birmingham, meanwhile, a frustrating night after being hit by the red card late in the first half. Run of play really worked against them. Oakland took advantage in the second 45 minutes. The Roots pick up their 3rd win, now hoping to take some of that goal-scoring momentum into their upcoming run of games. Again, Oakland out of the U.S. Open Cup. Don't have to worry about that. The Roots trying to plug away in the Western Conference. They have 2 of their next 3 at home, Mike, and their new home at East Bay, trying to get settled in Hayward, California. Get an Orange County side and then a San Diego side sandwiched by a tough trip to Sacramento.
They're going to enjoy playing at their new home, but they've got some really tough opponents, really 5 very good, tough matches in a row.
Meanwhile, for Birmingham Legion, they've got Memphis 901 FC coming up in the U.S. Open Cup, then a tough trip to Pittsburgh. No rest for the weary. Again, tonight was the 4th game in 11 days for Legion FC. They've got to turn right back around on Wednesday and get ready for their rivals.
Well, definitely no rest for the weary. but I think they're going to look forward to that match with Memphis. That's a big rivalry game. They're always up for that. And it's a different competition, a chance to work closer to a trophy. So I think we'll see a pretty good performance on Wednesday night.
Spot in the round of 16 on the line as you guys finish up their fitness for the night. Oakland will go back to California with all 3 points. They led 1-0 at the break. They come away with a 4-1 victory tonight. 2 of those goals originating from the spot. Birmingham picked up just the 1 in the second half. And a frustrating night for the black and gold here on their home turf. Mired in a bit of controversy, Oakland took advantage. They pick up their 3rd win in the early part of 2023. Meanwhile, for Birmingham Legion, they fall for the 2nd time this week after losing at Miami. They drop the contest tonight here at Protective Stadium to fall to 5-4-1. The early part of this campaign. That'll do it for our coverage of the USL Championship tonight here at Protective Stadium. For Mike Getman and our entire crew, I'm Blake Gardner saying so long from Birmingham, Alabama. We'll talk to you next time for another edition of USL Championship Soccer here in the Deep South.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.